What is this anyway? Now, I'm not a carpenter.
Yeah.
I know nothing about building homes. So what's going on here?
Well, this is what it looks like when you want to make one of the older houses. We're in downtown Fredericton, as energy efficient as possible. So we're not talking about plugging in solar panels or wind turbines or geothermal. We're just talking about making sure that you pay as less electricity as possible to heat the place and to cool the place.
So how do you do that?
Well, like you see, it's a big open space we have here.
Yeah.
And we've removed the ceiling, and we now have a vaulted, like a cathedral ceiling. And how do we keep the energy in? Well, there's two ways. We're going to bring down the ceiling a bit and fill it with Roxol comfort batt. So behind this membrane here, there's about 8 inches of insulation. And then on top of the roof itself, we actually build a second roof. And it's an insulated roof. So the combination of as much insulation as we can stuff into the rafters as possible. And we have on top of the roof here, you can pop your head out.
Oh, yeah.
And this is what we have on the roof right here. So we built a 2x4 and a 2x6 frame. We screwed that to the regular roof boards, and then we filled it with Roxol comfort batt. That's R28. And then on top of that, we have a European building product called wood fiber boards, and they're tongue and groove. See the tongue and groove right there? And they interlock together, and basically that covers the entire roof. And we're going to do the same with the external wall. So that wood fiber insulation will cover the entire house and keep it cool in the summer and keep the heat in during the winter.
I didn't know you were a carpenter. Where you learn all this?
Well, there are consultants in the city.
Google? Dr. Google carpenter?
No,
Huh?
no, they build passive houses, and there's one around the corner on Victoria Street. And that's a new house and extremely energy efficient. And their average winter heating bill would be $13, $14 a month.
What? And what would it be without?
Well, your normal house would be hundreds of dollars. You know, a couple $100s a month. So the other thing that we do is these are European membranes. And this is an airtight membrane that you cover the entire inside of your building space. And then all the seams you seal with a special tape. And so what happens, and at the bottom even, this will be glued to the subfloor with an adhesive. So what ends up happening is that you make the entire space airtight. And the less air that goes out, the less heat goes out with it. And so what happens when you make an airtight building? Well, you need a special heat recovery ventilator. And that's a small unit. You can put it anywhere in the house. And it has some ductwork. And what it does, it brings fresh air in and it blows out the stale air, but recovers the heat before it does so.
What did you say? Oh, go ahead.
So once every hour, the entire air will be replenished in this space.
What did you say in Europe and Canada? What's the difference?
Well, if you're in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, a lot of those countries, these are the building codes. So if you were to renovate a house, you have to make it extremely energy efficient.
Oh, really?
And in fact, I think the new building codes that will be coming out in those countries actually will mandate not just a zero energy footprint, but actually a positive. You'd actually have to start putting solar panels and other devices to actually generate power.
But you don't have to do that here.
No.
How come?
Well, I think we're coming to that. But what's like Carolyn and I have the means to do this.
I was just going to say that.
But our electricity bill is going to be much, much less than our neighbors. And what would be really great is that upfront loans, so people can pay for this type of renovation and then pay it off over 10, 15 years on their property or their power bills.
Their property tax?
Property tax.
Property tax will go way up with this.
Yeah. But the savings go down.
Yeah.
And so they call them pay-as-you-save programs, and you add in a little bit of interest, and that's how other jurisdictions have been able to make a lot of homes energy efficient. And we should be doing the same here. And just think of the number of jobs we'd be creating.
No kidding. No kidding. Interesting.
So air tightness, lots of insulation, and the combination makes for, you keep the heat in, and in the summer you basically keep the humidity from entering into the building.
See.